When I finally graduated from university and started my own video production business, procrastination remained my little friend. I had days where I would sit down in front of my computer with the intention of completing an editing project for a client, only to find myself an hour later engrossed in a game of FIFA, trying to return Newcastle to the heights of its former glory in the Champions League. But in the last 6 months, I felt that I've finally resolved this problem. And for the first time in my life, I feel like I've managed to achieve a level of discipline that sets me on track to achieve my long-term goals. So today, I want to share with you 3 mindset shifts that really helped me overcome my lifelong struggle with procrastination. For me, when I'm doing a task, knowing why I'm doing it is super important. However, in the past, when I'm doing a task and I'm not really sure why I'm doing it, I would often try and find a way to abandon it and escape to short-term dopamine such as playing games or watching YouTube. So that's why tip number 1 is start with the end in mind. And this principle comes from the book 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. In short, the book says that our world is broken down to 2 parts. The world that we currently live in and the world that we want to live in. By starting with the end in mind, we can set a clear vision of the life that we want to live in. From there, you can backtrack and think about the steps you needed to take to get to your end destination. And a realization suddenly dawned on me. The reason why I've always struggled with procrastination growing up is that the things that I did in school and even in uni was not taking me anywhere closer to the life that I wanted to live. And to be even more precise, I wasn't even clear on the life that I wanted. All I knew is that I decided to go to law school because that was the right thing to do by society standards. Find a high-paying job, climb the corporate ladder, and settle down with a nice family and a big house. That was the path that I knew of when I was 18. But the issue was that it wasn't something that I really wanted to do with my life. As such, I didn't really find law meaningful, and doing all these essays and assignments just meant that my procrastination habit would just go wild. It wasn't until late last year that I started gaining clarity in this aspect of my life and started with the end in mind. I've created something called the dream board or the vision board that kind of depicts the life that I really want in the next 5, 10, and 20 years. And by having this vision and breaking it down, I find that the things that I do every day become more meaningful. They've become more important because these little things that I do every day is getting me towards the life that I wanted. When I do a certain task, I know why I'm doing it and what outcome it's trying to achieve. And this really helped kick the procrastination habit because I'm not just doing it for myself, I'm doing it for the future that I want to create. So set aside some time to think about where you want to be in 3 to 5 years time. Whatever it is, gain clarity over the direction that you want to head in and make sure that it is genuinely something that you want, not what society's or not what your parents want. Tip 2 is to recognize that attention is a finite resource. It doesn't matter if you're Elon Musk or my grandmother, everyone has 24 hours to choose where to direct their attention to. And if you're the type of person who wants more in life, who wants to achieve extraordinary things, you need to direct your attention to the things that truly matter to you on a consistent basis. Especially when there are so many things competing for our attention. Social media, TV shows, video games, there are just endless amount of things that we can't escape from. We're constantly bombarded by distractions every day that are trying to take us on a detour, waste our attention, and prevent us from achieving the life that we truly want. So how can you effectively use this finite resource we call attention? Well, the most effective way is to implement systems that cut out distractions and temptations of short dopamine hits throughout your day. This may include practices such as buying an alarm clock and leaving my phone outside my room before bed, keeping my phone on do not disturb mode in the morning, turning off notifications for social media and emails, taking a walk as a form of break instead of scrolling through social media or going on YouTube. Implementing these small practices in my daily life have done wonders in helping me overcome my problem with procrastination. This has allowed me to redirect a lot of my attention to things that truly matter to me, such as reaching my goals and living a healthy work-balance lifestyle. Often, procrastination occurs where we have not set clear boundaries within ourselves between work and rest. It is particularly frustrating at times where we know we have to get something done, but we just don't feel like doing it. And this is often because there's an internal conflict that is happening within us. Part of us wants to work and part of us wants to rest. And if you try to force yourself to work, you find that you'll be so distracted that you won't get much work done. And if you try to rest, you find yourself feeling bad about the work that you're not doing. Therefore, entire days can pass where you're neither working or resting, but you're still exhausted from the effort. So to solve this inner conflict within yourself is to set strict time blocks for work and strict time blocks for resting. And by doing this, what I'm telling to myself internally is saying like, hey, this time is for work and work only. And when the work is done, you can rest and enjoy it 100% without feeling guilty. As a rule of thumb, I tend to schedule my most important task at the start of the day. And because I finish those important tasks in the morning, I could then relax and not feel the pressure of not having completed an important piece of work that day. So, set clear boundaries between work and rest by having firm schedules. That way you're telling your mind beforehand that this is the time to work and this is the time to rest. So when you get to working or resting, there's no internal conflict within yourself. So those are the 3 mindset shifts that helped me overcome my issue of procrastination over the past 6 months. It has absolutely changed my life and I hope it could do the same for you as well. Now, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please press like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell button if you want to get updated every time we upload a video. We also have an email newsletter that kind of details our journey from being amateurs to full-time filmmakers. So if you're interested, please sign up using the link in the description down below. If you have any questions or comment, please leave it down in the comment section down below. We always look at them and reply to them. And that's about it. See ya.